If you don't want what's going on around you, start creating and speaking about the things that you want to emerge around you. You are a very, very powerful being. You are the energy that we need in this world right now. You know, a lot of us have been suppressed for so long. It's because we have something within us that this world really needs. Just like the world needs a butterfly, the world needs a deer, a tiger, all the nature. The world needs you for who you are and how you're designed to be. There's something within you that needs to come out. But obviously it needs to come out. Hello everyone, this is Amaya Tala, and I help people shift from surviving to thriving. And I'm so happy to be back again here in YouTube. It's been a while. It's been, I think, a year since I've been here, and I think I gave one update and then that's it. But I've been busy building the van with my partner Eddie, and we have been living in it for months now. I think it's been 5 months or something like that. I'm not even counting, because it's just, you know, we're just in the moment every time we're here, and we feel like we're in a different world. And it's been an amazing experience, and we are going to share that with you all in YouTube, specifically in Flourish Laya YouTube. So if you want more content about that, subscribe in flourishlayalife, flourishlayalife website and flourishlayalife YouTube social media handle. It's the same handle for Instagram, for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Did I say Instagram already? Yeah. And TikTok, yes. So yeah, so we've been busy with the van life, and we've been busy also working on ourselves. I've been busy thinking about what I really want to contribute to my community. So I learned a lot about business and branding, and what do I really represent and what do I stand for in our community. So I really took the time to really think about that and really put together, branding is just a business term, but really to me it's just about kind of realizing what your purpose is in terms of serving the community that comes from your own individual calling. How do you integrate the two? So I've spent a lot of time thinking about that and reflecting on that, attending courses to be able to figure out how do I blend business with purpose, with life, and van life is, I'm living it. It's my business is living it pretty much, and it's just a business, just so there's a structure there, and it does help with the flow of energies, including financial, emotional, mental. And I am about holistic healing and holistic well-being, so everything's kind of integrated, but at the same time there's also boundaries between different aspects of my life. And I think overall that is kind of like my offering. And I also created my base course. I've created my core course. I mean, I'm still gonna expand it even more, but like I have a course that I am offering that teaches people how to integrate everything in their life and how to make that, how to design their life in a way where they are thriving. So it's because a lot of us specialize on so many different things that we forget to look at our life as a whole picture. And when you want to thrive, you have to look at all aspects of your life, and you have to see the structure, how they're all connected, and also the boundaries between these aspects of your life. So my course is kind of like bring all of those together and see how they all fit together. That way they work for you no matter where you are in your life, to be honest, because I am not at a stage in my life where I'm not in the vision that I like, the ideal self that I want to be. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to be perfect. And I mean, there's a lot of things I want to improve in myself, in my situation, my financial situation, emotional. We're always healing, we're always improving. So we're not perfect people, but it's all about the journey, and a lot of you already know that. But so no matter where you are in your life, you can integrate that, even the imperfections, for you to be able to thrive already. Whether you're still going through challenges, I think thriving, it has become a privilege, to be able to enjoy life has become a privilege. You have to have money, you have to have resources to be able to feel like you're thriving. But on the contrary, I've gone through so many things in my life that's like, there's no way I can thrive, it's like so many challenges. I didn't come from a privileged background, and I've always thought that surviving is just my way of life. It's just the cards that I've been given that I have to work with. Not until I went through the journey of like finding myself and finding the truth, going to different communities, that I found out that all of that is an illusion, a lie. You can thrive at the very moment that you choose to thrive. Now, the definition of thriving might be different. You might have to have a different mindset about what thriving would look like. It's all about, but it comes from internal. It comes internally first. You can choose to detach from the circumstances you're in. You can choose to look at your challenges as situations you can grow from. They may not always be easy, and they could make you stronger. So there's many ways to see different things in a way where you can thrive. And thriving, if you see a seedling growing out of the ground, it needs to push out of the ground, or a bird hatching out of the egg, it needs to push out of the egg, and that's thriving. So thriving doesn't always mean that things are handed to you. And as a society, we have been kind of spoiled and sometimes things being easy gets us away from the real thriving. So sometimes having a challenging life is actually part of thriving. You're already thriving because you have a challenging life. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it's okay. That doesn't mean to say that there's no injustices that's going on in our community, society right now. But these circumstances are the things that we can utilize to work for us. And it's a matter of mindset, it's a matter of inspiration, it's a matter of paying attention and seeing the lessons, especially from nature. And that's what my course is about. There's a lot about nature. Speaks to us all the time in many different ways: shallow, deep, complex, simple. And nature will give you clues as to how to address the situations you have. There's different aspects in nature that would give you clues as to what to do, or inspire you at least. So with what's going on, having said that, with what's going on with our society right now, there's a lot of chaos going on in the mainstream and truth that are coming to light. It can get stressful and frustrating, and it can evoke fear from within us. But if we look at it from a thriving mindset, when towers are falling down, when nature gets barren, or when nature gets burned or infertile or something, nature finds a way to recover and to make sure that new life begins. So we can look at what's going on around us as, things that are breaking down, things that are dying, death is part of nature, and when it goes to the soil, it gets broken down by organisms, by life. So things are breaking down. A lot of things are breaking down in our society right now. Now, there's a dark and light side in all of us. There's, and we can choose to be part of that breaking down in a good way. Just like bugs and microbes break down the nutrients, the elements back into the soil so nature can use it again. That way we can grow something out. We can be part of that. As humans, we are such representations of so many things that are happening in nature. And we can choose to be a vessel for breaking down things, from breaking down shit that don't serve us anymore. We can choose that role. And how do we break down things? We can take away the beliefs and mindsets that we know are given to us somewhere else that's not ours, that's disempowering us, that's taking away our freedom. We can break that down and just let it go, bury it. Give it to the black hole, give it to the cosmos, have it composted in earth, metaphorically, or might be literally, because the energy you can literally take that energy away from you. Now, it takes practice, yes, it takes experience, but it is simple as that. So you can choose that role in what's going on around us. And that's just one example. There's so many things to break down many things in our world. And you can participate in many ways. There's so many examples, and put it in the comments, if you come up with other ways you can break down the things that are not serving us in our society right now anymore. And then obviously you can also become a creator, a builder, where you integrate things, you put things together. Now that we've broken down energies that don't serve us anymore, and we can now alchemize them or use them to plant new seeds for new beginnings, for a new world. So how are we gonna use the lessons that we are receiving from what's happening in the world? What lessons are we taking from this, and what are we gonna apply in our life? What are we going to cultivate? What are we going to grow? What are we going to build? We have two hands, we have brains, we have minds, we have inspiration and passion and heart. All pretty much the minimum things we need to create something. Even just an idea, even just speaking it to other people starts the creation process. If you don't want what's going on around you, start creating and speaking about the things that you want to emerge around you. You are a very, very powerful being. You are the energy that we need in this world right now. A lot of us have been suppressed for so long. It's because we have something within us that this world really needs. Just like the world needs a butterfly, the world needs a deer, a tiger, all the nature. The world needs you for who you are and how you're designed to be. There's something within you that needs to come out. But obviously it needs to come out. And there's many different reasons why they don't come out. All of us are in different situations, some extreme, some different degrees, so this may not apply to everybody. But there's, to some degree, there's something you can do wherever you are to start bringing that out, even just through, let's say, thinking it in your head. If that's the only thing you can do, if everything else around you is just impossible, even just through your thoughts, because your thoughts technically you can control if you practice. You know, sometimes I know people just thoughts just kind of automatically come, but through meditation you can practice to focus on certain thoughts and let go of negative thoughts. It is through practice, but you have the power to cultivate that. You have, you know, healing is one of the most to me, one of the most justice inducing, I don't know how to say it, it brings justice because it doesn't choose the privilege. It doesn't, you don't need a lot of money to be able to heal, because you can literally do it. But the knowledge, obviously not everyone has it, but it is something you can practice. It is something you can learn. And even if just that, you can bring that, you can start cultivating that within yourself and start bringing out what's being suppressed for a long time. So spring from within. It is springtime here in the northern hemisphere. So happy spring and happy fall for, I guess, the southern hemisphere, I believe. Let the new energy spring forth from within you, as it is springing forth here in the northern hemisphere. And let what's falling down fall down and get buried and be decomposed, as may be represented by what's happening in the southern hemisphere. Probably. That's probably a good metaphor, maybe. Let nature guide us. And nature doesn't need a lot of money to be able to bloom. You can bloom to a certain degree on your own. And we should start with that. We are not defined by what's going on around us. Yes, we can be influenced, and yes, it is frustrating, and we can grieve and heal from the tragedy. But after that, you hold the key to bring forth the new energy that we want to see in this world. So I do want to encourage you to start doing that if you haven't done so, or if you've done this for a while, just integrate even more, or find a different aspect of yourself that you haven't worked on, or do it, expand even more so you can have more reach for other people. Collectively, we can make a change. And in my video, another video that I'll be posting in Flourish Laya social media page and Flourish Laya YouTube, I say there that it's a more artistic version of this. This is more of like a speech, but there it's more of like, you know, artistic kind of thing. But as I was saying, in the other video that I will be posting in flourishlayalife YouTube channel, I said there, and that one is more artistic, you know, I want that to have a different vibe. I said that, you know, we can do this now. We don't need to wait 100 years to do this. We don't need to wait after a war to do this. We can do this now. And yeah, I want to encourage you to know that you are the hope. You literally are. So I am optimistic because I know that there is possibility in a lot of us to be the hope in this world. And if you start, and if a lot of us start, we can literally change the trajectory of this world. So yes, so I hope that this gives you some inspiration. And my offerings in Flourish Laya, my intention is to cultivate that energy even more, for us to feel like we are thriving, we are freely living in this world. And that's one of my intentions. So I will be showing up, I will be with you. It hasn't been an easy ride, there's a lot of challenges because our world is not really set up to support pursuits like this. But it doesn't mean that we can't. I have 2 feet, I have 2 hands, I can speak, I can record this video. It's not easy to get to have these resources to be able to do this, but I can. Nature always finds a way. So I hope that I can be one of the inspirations to show you that no matter what your circumstances is, a lot of things are possible, just as water always finds a way around obstacles. There's a crack somewhere. It might not be big, but there are places you can seep into, just like water. And I've been doing that for so long that I've learned how to be flexible. It's not easy to be flexible because sometimes you have an idea as to how things should be and should go and how things should be easy, but sometimes you just get shut down. But the thing is, there's always a hole somewhere, a crack somewhere, is what I realized. And so nothing can really stop you, nothing can really stop anybody. If someone wants to do something, good or bad, people always find a way, isn't that crazy? So anyway, I hope that's inspiration. I'm really happy to be back. I really miss just speaking, and I'm still rusty a little bit, but I really miss this, and I am going to be doing this more. I am going to be cultivating my artistry in social media for the purpose that I've said a while ago. So yeah, so I'm happy to be with y'all again, to see y'all again, and to give a different energy in a world today that's just kind of very chaotic right now. So check out my video and flourishlayalife YouTube. It's more of a meditative video, so I hope that kind of helps ground you and kind of give you a reflection kind of thing. Hi everyone, so I recorded a meditation that will help you feel calm and groundedness within you, especially with what's going on around us in our society today with all of the chaos. So this meditation is going to help you feel stability within yourself, so that you can come back to the present, you can come back to yourself, and in that way you can spread light and good energy in the spaces that you're in and also in the world. If you are interested, the link is in the description box below, and I hope that you enjoy. I'm gonna try to add a little bit of meditation in that video, that way you can kind of like sink in. And yes, so updates, we are about to post van life videos, probably I think in April, and we do have a Patreon if you want to support us. Patreon.com/flourishlayalife, I believe. And then I do have my courses available. It's a pioneer beta course, so it's more of like, I need feedback from people to try it out, get feedback so that I can improve it. But you are going to gain a lot of information about how to thrive in there, and it's more of, I'm going to be more hands-on because I'm still kind of co-creating this. So my courses are available in flourishlayalife, and I'm still working on my teas, my herbal teas and salves and gift boxes and oils. I'm still working on those, but those are going to be launched in the near future. And then what other updates do I have? I also intend to sing and dance again. I do intend to do some open mics here in Austin as well. So yes, those are the updates, and I'm really happy to be here again, and I hope to see you all again next time. And I hope that you all are doing good, and I hope that you're all flourishing in your life, and that you are creating the most beautiful life yet. Till next time, bye.